Wait till you see how this simple fabric turned into a luxury corset top with bow sleeves. This is the kind of design clients pay premium for. Hi my loves, welcome back. So the first step, we are moving to fabric and design insight. So to get that done, we are going to be moving on to the second step, which is the pattern drafting. So from the pattern drafting, we already have our headline rule out, so we'll move on to the measurements, which is the shoulder to the bust line, shoulder to the under bust, shoulder to the half length, and shoulder to the full length. And mind you, this is a crop top, but my client wanted it to be a bit longer because she's a nursing mother, so wouldn't want it to be short, to be on her tummy, right? So we'll move on to drafting, measuring our shoulders. Then we went down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope. Then from there we measured our armhole. So the armhole we are using is 16 inches, so we make use of 7.5 inches, that is 15. So when we are cutting out the fabric, we're going to be measuring. So we went in by half an inch on the half of the armhole, then connected the armhole curve together like this. So from that point, we are going to measure our nipple to nipple point of 4 inches. That is for my client here. So measure 4 inches, and we know that this corset blouse is not the regular corset blouse that you know. This at the down part, it's a bit smaller at that down, so we are using 3 inches at the down part. Then on the bust line, we are using the nipple to nipple point. Okay, so on the shoulder point, we are making use of we went on the shoulder part to measure 3 inches on that shoulder line, so just to get our curve on that shoulder line. Okay, so after getting our curve on that shoulder line, the 3 inches we measured, we are going to be transferring it to the other side. So you measure what the that is giving, then we transfer it to the other side, then get our new armhole. Then the previous armhole will not be used and is not needed. So, and on the under bust, we measure 2 inches on the other bust like this, just as you can see me doing. Okay, so we connected it back to meet with what we have at that down part. Okay, so we'll move on to measuring our normal body measurement, which is the bust measurement, round bust measurement divided by 4, under bust measurement divided by 4. So whatever your under bust is, you're going to use it here. So, and whatever your round waist measurement is, that is what you're using. And for most people, the under bust measurement and waist measurement is almost the same. Like most people, is the same thing when you're making a dress for them. So endeavor to make use, maybe in the way where you were not able to get your client's under bust measurement, please endeavor to make use of that his or her waist measurement. Okay, or our waist measurement. That will make you to be on the safer side. Okay, so because I made that mistake before, so from there I learned the hard way. So from that point, I decided to be making use of my waist measurement for the under bust for most of my clients, and I see that it gives what it's supposed to give. Okay, so when you're doing that, please endeavor to consider all these things um before making a dress for your clients. Okay, so we extended the lines together to measure our back pattern, to make our back pattern. So we proceeded to measure the hip allowance, sorry, the zipper allowance, which is 1.5 inches. So to measure the 1.5 inches, after measuring, we rule out there that that is our zipper allowance. From that point, we proceeded to measure our shoulder measurement of 16 divided by 2, we have 8 inches. Then we went down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then from that 1 inch, we measured our armhole, which is 15 inches divided by 2, we have 7.5. Then there we connected our armhole together like this using our armhole curve. Okay, so we proceed to measure our nipple to nipple point for the dart of the back pattern. Okay, so after that we proceeded to measure 6 inches at the shoulder part, because this is a shoulder dart. Okay, so and the down part, which is the full length of the dress, we measured half inch on both sides for the dart measurement. Okay, so and for the under, to measure the round body measurements, we actually considered our dart measurement that we deducted. So here will make it to be on the safer side, and it will make it come out so well. So just as I said earlier, please consider that this is just what my client wanted, because she's a nursing mother. She wouldn't want her body to be too exposed. Yeah, that is why I made use of her full length. So normally her um her crop top measurement should just be 2 inches away the from the half length. Okay, so the third step is cutting of structure, cutting all the uh body and the pattern. So we are placing all the pattern on the fabric, and we already cut out, and the interface, so we added interface to it. For that, that is another step of the cutting. Okay, so adding interface actually make your fabric and your work come out well. It will make the top firmer, it will make it well structured. So consider to make this. So the first step is sewing all the bodies together, and this actually give it a well pressed, a well firmer top, and a well structured top. Okay, so from here we'll move on to joining all the panels neatly and pressing it properly. Okay, this is where we are cutting out the neckline for the front, because you remember we already cut out the neckline for the back. Okay, so for the neckline for the front, we measured 5 inches, because I just as I said earlier, this is a nursing mother and she wouldn't want her body to be too exposed. Okay, so endeavor when you want to make yours, the neckline should be 6 or 7 inches depth, and 3 inches width. Okay, so I mixed it of 3 inches width for here for her, and 5 inches depth. This actually will make our body not to be too exposed. Okay, so from here we also cut out the same neckline for the lining, and here we proceeded to joining all these pieces together, and also joining the uh fabric together. And here, this is the boning we are using for the um top. Okay, so I forgot to mention that when I was doing this, and this is an half inch boning, and this is a virgining boning. In case you want to ask, or in case you're considering the kind of boning you'll be using, we are using a virgining boning. Okay, so we use a masking tape to hold it down, because so that it will not be making the client uncomfortable. Okay, so endeavor to use a masking tape to hold the upper side of the boning, so that it will be so firm on the top. Okay, so here we proceeded to joining the lining and the fabric together, both the back and the front piece together. Okay, so endeavor to do this. So I use my waist measurement for the full length of the dress. So here is the step 5, cutting the statement bow sleeve. Okay, to cut out the statement bow sleeve, if your normal sleeve length is 23, so you'll be making use of 26, because of the elastic that is on the mouth of the sleeve, and it's also having a, like, it's having a pleat on the upper side of the sleeve. Okay, so that is why we are making use of 26 instead of 23. So at the end of the day, after joining and everything, you see that the sleeve will turn out to be 23, just as you wanted. Okay, so after cutting this, we'll move on to joining and adding our elastic. So the elastic you're using an half length, because I didn't have an half length elastic band, so I make use of 1 inch and divided into two. So the length of the elastic will be 8 inches. That is what you'll be using to fold the mouth of the sleeve. Okay, so after doing this, you can see what is giving, that it's already giving, and the step 6 is the finish touch, the finishing touch. Okay, and I hope you like this, and this is where I'm cutting out the bow, the bow tie that is on the sleeve. I measure 4 inches for the length. That is the length at which I want the bow to be big, or how big I want it to be. Okay, so that it will stand well. So to do this, endeavor to add your interface so that this bow tie will be firmer on your client's sleeve. Okay, so this is what I did, and I can see how you can see how beautiful it looks. If you love the design, like, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So see you guys on my next video, and let me know if you like to rock this. Bye.